We have all of the Halo games here. And I think we will just go through them kind of in the order we get from left to right. Why am I getting this ad? Get away. MCC is amazing. Maybe... Do we put it in, like, the godly tier? Because it is all the Halo games and they're all super accessible with modding? Yeah, you know what? It has to go into godly. Because this was, like, the PC port.
The modding does really put it
Up
that
yeah.
notch. And that it's like a workshop modding as well.
Yeah. It's great. And then some of them you can use just with basic MCC without having to load up the modded version, like the background videos. Let's see. Next, Halo 2600. So this is a Atari port of a Halo game made by one of the people who worked on Halo.
Fucking what?
Yeah, so it is, I would say it's good. Just because as like a work of art, right? Because it was actually one of the few like games that was like retroactively put into a console. So like there's a small run of Halo 2600 like cartridges that you can actually put in an Atari 2600 and play that are like official.
Well, I'll be.
Yeah. Halo 5. I gotta put it in good, but at like the bottom of good. I know this is gonna be controversial because people love to hate Halo 5, even though it's really like just the campaign and art style of this game are bad. Like those are the only two, like they are major negatives, absolutely. But the multiplayer and like the Warzone firefight and all the different guns that are in this game is crazy. There's so much you can do with just the money you spent buying this game. It's crazy. Like the rec packs were genuinely not that bad of an idea. Like they didn't really affect gameplay too much in like PvP settings. Like yes, there were certain aspects of it, but it wasn't ever super egregious. And it was mainly firefight that you would like see all these requisition packs in and get all like the speed boosts and all the cool guns and shit. And that was a really cool idea. Like you were able to use like the Arbiter's fucking energy sword or the Halo 1 pistol or the Halo 2 battle rifle in that game. Like you were just able to do that, which is all really cool. So maybe I do this like that. That might be a bit better for now. It's just whoever was writing for that game fundamentally did not understand what Halo is. And then whoever was doing all the art for this they put too much dip on their chip and it's over designed. It's not very nice to look at. It's not fun to look at Halo 4 and 5 like it's fun to look at like Halo 2 and 3. You know what I mean? Like yeah, those games aren't as like they don't have as high fidelity as 4 and 5, but they have style, right? Halo CE. I gotta put it in either amazing or great. I think it's gonna go in amazing, but it's gonna go in the bottom of amazing. Because, of course, half of this game is just the first half backwards. Like there's no getting around that. That is genuinely like a good idea.
Same game twice.
It's a good idea for certain areas. Like it makes sense why you do that, but it is very repetitive, right? Like playing this game over and over again, you really have, are you going forwards through the level or are you going backwards through the level? But it's undeniable what this game did for the shooter genre. Like there is so much that people just took from Halo, and that's a good thing that they were like inspired by it and like were able to like iterate on it and shit. But they're like the two weapon system, like using one stick to move and the other to shoot, like the other to like look around. Like that was stuff that wasn't very popular until Halo came along.
I do wonder at what point will Halo be recognized as like one of the boomer shooters.
It already is. Everybody at my work
maybe.
has like never touched a Halo game. Anybody when I went to like school for game dev had never played a Halo game or had only played the new one. It was like, oh yeah, that's that like boomer shooter, right?
I guess maybe it's more like less of categorized and more appreciated it as it.
Yeah.
Because whenever I see people talk about it, it's really, you have your usual. It's like, all right, Doom Guy, Quake, what is it? The charismatic motherfucker.
Oh, Duke Nukem.
Duke Nukem.
Yeah.
Postal. People bring up Postal.
Yeah, Postal
Sorta.
guy. Yeah. For
Which
sure.
is like, maybe I don't know. I guess Halo is more in the area of like Half-Life in that
Yeah.
sort of.
Exactly. Yeah, I would say like that. Yeah, it's closer to Half-Life than it is a boomer shooter. Next one up is Fireteam Raven. This is a good one. This is fun. Like I've beat this game twice. Just going to like arcades with my friends and playing through Fireteam Raven. It's a nice little like different take of like Halo CE because you play from like the ODST's perspective that like kind of helped Chief on his journey, and it's just like good mindless fun.
Oh yeah, I do remember. Yeah, this machine is like in an arcade near me, but I've never seen anyone play it. So I'm playing it like, wow, this is like really cool and like really set in stone in this universe. And I'm just standing there being the only motherfucker playing it.
Yeah,
Because it's a big machine meant for like, yeah,
Four
get your
people,
fucking friends on
yeah.
this shit. Yeah. So I'm just standing there like a dumbass.
Next up we have Infinite.
Ooh boy.
Infinite. What do we do with you? I think it's a great game. I really do. I think it could very easily go in the good category like this. But for me, I really enjoyed this game's campaign.
Yeah.
Like the open world is fun. It's not very like expanded upon, but the soul is there for the.
It's solid enough if you're like, you know what, I'm gonna do it. And it's
Yeah.
like, all right, I'm gonna take on this base or do this and that.
Yeah. But from like a story perspective, right? Like I really feel like the heart and soul of Halo is in that story, right?
Yeah.
Like getting the perspective of the Banished, finally some alien perspective in my game about fighting the aliens. Finally, we get that. We get like Escharum, of course, right? Like remember us when that game came out? Just me fucking screaming out his lines and shit. It's so good.
Yeah. I could just hear
Seeing-
the spit coming out of
Yeah.
your fucking mouth.
Atriox 3 stalking Chief in the first 10 seconds. It's such a great scene, right?
Chief just can't do anything during that
No.
scene. He just gets
beat.
bitched.
Yeah, it's awesome. It's so good. And then, yeah, having to build up and meeting the weapon and the pilot. Pilot, I think, is a great character. Especially because he's got, like, that depth to him about lying about being, like, in the military and shit.
I do think one of the most memorable scenes during the campaign for me is when Chief and the weapon are just, like, genuinely, like, are at odds with each other. And it
Yeah.
just feels like walking into your parents arguing.
Mom
you're
and
like,
dad are
they gonna-"
fighting. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, are they gonna divorce?
Yeah. Yeah. That is a tough scene to, like, get through. Yeah. For
But it's
sure.
a good
But it's
scene,
good. It's
though.
good, though.
Like,
Yeah. I always think as well of like Master Chief just like what is it called, like hope coring, hope maxing the whole time, right? It's like you have one weapon or you have one bullet against an entire army, It's enough.
I'll thug it the fuck out.
Actually. And he does. Or when the pilot's like being like, you should just leave me with the garbage, I suck. He was just like, no, we're actually going to save the day and do all this shit. Yeah, we kind of fucked up here, but we're gonna keep doing it because we're soldiers and we're like the best.
Like, the pilot is such a great foil to Chief.
Yeah.
Just having a regular guy around being like, holy hell, how do you fucking do all this? It's the mission.
It's the spectrum.
They always change.
Yeah, right? Like, it's so good. It's such like a hope core game. It's great. Spartan Strike and Spartan Assault can go into meh. Like, they're not bad. Like, they're forgettable, right?
Aren't those like top-down
The top-down
shooters?
like shooters, yeah. They're pretty forgettable. But they're not like hunks of garbage like these other things would imply. Like, it's really not that bad. It's repetitive and it's kind of boring, but they're not charging $60 for these games, right? Like, they were mobile games and shit. Like, they're not meant to be like huge pieces of like product. They're just there to like kill some time.
We made some.
Yeah, exactly. So
Is Halo.
I don't understand the hate for it. I really don't. Halo Wars 2 goes right up there with amazing. This game kicks major ass. And like, you get to play as the fucking Banished in it. You fight the Flood as the Banished and shit. This is Atriox's entrance where they basically are like, yeah, so Atriox was beating the fuck out of the Covenant this entire time on the other side of the galaxy, and we had no clue until just now because we got rid of the Covenant just barely, and now he's coming for our ass. Like, it builds him up so well. Isn't this game
where he beats the fuck out of like three Spartans?
He 1v3s 3 Spartan 2s. Granted, they're in the old armor. That's like kind of shitty compared to the new armor and shit. But he still absolutely whoops 3 Spartan 2s like completely, and then lets them get away. Like, it's so good. They build up Atriox so well as a villain in these games.
It's like a scene that you might as well start having that one fucking DMX song starts playing.
Yeah, actually though.
Let's go give it to him.
Yeah.
Like...
And like, if you read the comics or anything, like, the Silent Shadow show up to try and assassinate Atriox, but he convinces all of them except their leader to join him. So when the leader's like, no, we'll never fucking join you, the rest of the Silent Shadow just killed their leader, and we're like, nah, fuck that guy. We don't want the smoke. It's great. Halo 3 ODST. I think this has to go up in Godly, right? This one is just so... the vibes,
yeah.
Right? The atmosphere. This is like... the send-off to Halo 3. It's the first kind of open-world Halo game. The, like, character writing is so goddamn good. You have,
You can't beat it.
Yeah, you really can't. Though, like, what can I say? It was a hell of a night. Like, it's so good. It's so, like, heartfelt and, like, it feels meaningful, right? Like, despite everything that's going on in the Halo universe, like, with all, like, the crazy bullshit, just having, like, a human story in it is so good. It does wonders for making the franchise feel like bigger, despite being such a small story.
Every once in a while, I'll still think about that line where Buck looks at the fucking rookie and just...
You ever fall for
with
a
his
woman?
whole chest... Let me say it. With his whole chest says, next time you ever fall for a woman, make sure she's got balls, and then just walks away. and then you start the mission, and you're
Yeah.
like, "What the fuck was that?"
Make sure she's got balls. Oh, now I'm playing? Oh no.
What? Because it's like, yeah, it's like this entire like this little like relationship that's built with like
Hmm.
Buck and like the
And
other
Dare,
side woman.
yeah.
It's like it's cool, but that's how you cap it off.
Yeah. I mean, how else? That's so good.
And then,
Halo
yeah, and then it's
yeah.
it's the literal last mission of the
Yeah,
game.
and then that's how you start like the last mission is so good. Halo Reach. I'm gonna put this. Oh, I could get so much hate if anybody ever watched these.
Nah, fuck it.
I don't know. These kind of sit. Okay, I'll set them like this because this does have the stronger overall experience. I can't deny that. Like the multiplayer of this game really fell through.
Yeah.
I don't like Halo Reach's art style. I don't like how 343 going forward in like Halo 4 and basically everything now has used Halo Reach as a basis for what should be a Halo game, which I vehemently disagree with. If you're going to base your bones off of any Halo game, you should base it off of Halo 3. I feel like that is the perfect Halo game, right? Like, I may personally like 2 more. We'll get to that. But, you should base it off of what they intended to be, like, the finale and, like, the culmination of everything instead of their experimental send-off game. Because you get shit like armor abilities, which they've always tried to put into Halo, like, things like sprint and stuff. But, like, it interferes with the golden triangle because it puts your gun down and things like that. And then you have to account for making the levels need sprint instead of just making the levels smaller. Bloom was terrible. People hated Bloom, and we don't really like see that anymore because in MCC they've turned off Bloom in most cases, so you can just fire your gun as much as you want. Armor Lock was terrible when it first dropped, right? People were not happy with it. I really like the story.
Armor Lock was just the source of like, all right, how prideful are you?
Yeah. I really like Halo Reach's story. Like, the campaign, the firefight, the forge, all kick-ass, right? But why in Halo Infinite are we using the Halo Reach assault rifle? I know it's supposed to be, like, a, you know, updated version of it that's supposed to mimic the past or whatever. But it doesn't look as good as any of the other assault rifles. I don't like how little it looks. It looks torn down and like it's not finished yet, which was fine for Halo Reach, but now when, you know, 343 or Halo Studios is like, you know, developing the bones for these games, they're using a prototype from a era before the time of them making the time their game is set in. Like, if they're using any game, like for Infinite, right? If you have everything kind of look like Halo 3 for the most part, like stuff kind of is designed in that way. Why is this one piece like an older like model? Shouldn't it be something closer to like Halo 5's because it's, you know, been updated a lot more, or something closer to Halo CE, or maybe even Halo 3 if you're trying to really go for all that? Because all the other weapons are sort of like Halo 3ified, right? Like the battle rifle goes back to looking a lot more like the regular battle rifle. The, like, what is it called? Even like the Hydra and the Commando look like they were meant to be there. Like they're blocky enough and they're simply designed. And then you get like this assault rifle that makes me sad because the assault rifle is like my favorite gun. Halo 4. Halo 4. I think the story holds up. I really do. I like Halo 4's story. Some of the stuff they do between Chief and Cortana, especially towards the end, is really good. Like, I think it actually moves the story in such a better way. It progresses Chief's story, which is very nice. Halo 5 does a lot to ruin that and get us back to the status quo, which really sucks. But Halo 4 was like going in a bold new direction, and yes, the didact is killed in a cutscene. Yes, the art style sucks. The multiplayer is really not good. They really tried to copy Call of Duty. And of course, this game, if you strip it down, is just the exact same as Halo Reach with custom classes and all, except you make them in the menu instead of getting them based on the game mode you're playing on. Like, Halo 4 really is just Halo Reach if you boil everything down. It's the same AI, it's the same moves from the AI, just a couple of them melee more. There's new enemy types. Like, so much of Halo 4 is just Halo Reach, which makes it good in a lot of cases, but in the where it's weaker, it's a lot weaker. And that kind of sucks. And that's where my problem lands.
I had to play that shit.
What? You hated playing it?
The campaign specifically. I just hated those enemies.
Yeah, like
the weapons.
The Promethean weapons and the Promethean enemies are not satisfying to fight. And then the Covenant don't look like the Covenant. And why are there Covenant? We dealt with that.
Why are they here?
We dealt with that. Like, I get there's going to be splinter factions, but don't just drop them and be like, oh yeah, it's actually not one ship, it's actually like a whole army. No, if you're going to have the Covenant come back as some kind of splinter faction, do one carrier to start us with, right? Get us into the idea of, okay, maybe there are a few Covenant that refuse to stop believing the prophets once everything was revealed and shit. Like, I can believe that. Don't give me a whole fleet of them out of nowhere. Have us deal with one ship or something, right? Like yeah.
In the literal last game, we killed their fucking the entire head of their government and organization. What the fuck do you mean? We still got like dozens of these fucking ships being like, we must do the mission.
Yeah.
JFK just got assassinated. What the fuck?
Basically. Yeah. So there are tons of problems with this game, but as someone who values the campaign a lot, at least from like a story perspective, in like for the character writing, I guess is the best way of saying it, I actually really like it. Like,
four really does feel like it's the late stage of the Xbox 360.
Yeah.
Or just that entire like generation. It's very much a culmination of like, here's what we thought was a great idea at the time.
Yeah.
Because wasn't there like a button mash sequence?
Yes,
like,
there is. Yeah.
The end. Yeah, there was like quick times. And, like,
there's quick times in it. Yeah.
It's like, wow, this really was like, fucking what, 2012?
Yeah.
2013-ish. It's very much of its time.
Chief also talks a lot more. This is like the one where he starts to speak a lot more, and that's like really good for the character, right? Like, you're actually able to get some of his thoughts out. Like, I know he's supposed to be a vessel for the player, but we've had that for like, so
after
many
a
games.
while.
After a while, like,
yeah.
And we know that he actually is a character. There's books written about him and stuff. Like, he should start having more of a personality. So I enjoy that in this game. Also, bring me that chip. Like,
no. Crunch.
Yeah, like, that's so good. Or I guess it's give me that chip, but
just everyone else being like,
I'm not. No, right? Like,
fuck that.
Fuck all that. Yeah.
I don't care who the hell you are. You told me to. Told me.
Arrest that man. Arrest him.
I'm not laying hands on Chief.
Yeah, and that's
I want to live and see my family.
That's also such like a great thing too, because like, you know, he's like, arrest him, and everyone's like, nah, we're gonna give him a fucking pelican. Like, go do your thing, Chief. Like, they don't put up with any of that, right? And then he gets like suspended and like thrown in the brig. He doesn't get thrown in the brig, but I think he gets relieved of duty or something for abandoning Chief.
Fucking just like, do you understand who that man is?
Yeah, and the Didact's a super cool character, and he doesn't actually die in Halo 4. There's comics where he like gets composed, and then he ends up in the Halo 3 level Epitaph. Like he actually ends up in the Halo 3 multiplayer level Epitaph, and
Oh
starts having
shit.
conversations with people in the domain and shit, and like has a whole arc of like semi redemption. No.
Huh.
Halo 2, godly. For me, it probably sits here because Halo 2 is just oozing with style, right? Like this is for me, this is the motherfucking Halo game, right? This is Halo right here. Halo 2 guns, if you will. It's like peak nonsense mixed with like a great actual story, right? Like there are some things like Chief giving the Covenant back their bomb, right? Or him teleporting into High Charity and just being like boo and scaring a grunt to get a needler and shit that are just insane. But it's played so just straight, and that's I love that. That's why I like the Doom games so much, is because they have a character do something so ridiculous, and they're like kind of what was it called, regarded for it, right? This is of course the Arbiter's game as well. You get the first real perspective from the Covenant and get to play as the elites, which is so fucking cool. You have you got Artas, the half jaw spec ops commander, who's you know, like you start out kind of beefing with him, and then you're best bros by the end of it. You have like
Do you think
what?
the best video to come out of the Arbiter side of the campaign is just the fucking the Overzealous edit?
Yeah, the Halo dubs. Yeah.
Not the Halo dubs, but it's the one where it's like, you know, it's the scene where we're in their fucking carrier and he's giving out his speech.
Oh,
It's the Sigma edit,
yeah.
the Sigma male edit.
Oh my god. Yes. I yeah. Yeah, I remember that. But yeah,
It's just-
exactly. You have those scenes and shit, right? Like, oh, so good.
I promise I won't drink tonight. Me after 2 beers. On the blood of our fathers.
On the blood of our sons. Yeah. It's so good. You have like Tartarus, you have the prophets like manipulating Arbiter and like getting him to take up the mantle and shit. If you watch the Blur cutscenes as well, they kind of lean into Truth being a lot more of a like manipulator and killer and shit. Because Mercy's profit share doesn't activate, like he can't put his shield up, and people are like, "Oh, is that Truth kind of fucking with his throne and shit?" Because he's like mashing the button, and then he gets grabbed by the infection form, and then Truth is just like, "Nah, leave his ass." Introduction of the Grave Mind as well. Just like, you know, that meeting between the three is so iconic to the franchise, right? Like, seeing the Grave Mind as a kid was mind-blowing. Be like, oh, we're not fighting this guy? That's really strange. He's talking to us and he's sending us now on a quest? What? Of course you have John.
Say?
What?
The stark difference, because I played through these games through MCC,
Mm-hmm.
and MCC automatically puts you on the anniversary edition.
Yeah.
So it's just like, and he told me, I was like, oh yeah, if you pressed select, you go to the original version, it'll just like pop in. I'm like, really? Wow, that's actually pretty cool. Press select. Oh fuck! Oh shit! And you get the original graphics and the fucking differences. Hilarious.
Yeah, it's great. I still love the original graphics of that game. I love how everybody looks like clay-covered action figures. It's so fun.
It's charming.
Yeah.
Very, like literal, like a modern day like great fucking graphics and models, and it's just like, oh, how do you? It's amazing how you managed to see that in this.
Yeah.
How is it even?
It's
this
crazy how they
good.
let you flip through both of them at the same time. That's such a good feature, MCC.
Like, what the fuck?
Halo 3. We can't put it anywhere other than godly, just because of the sheer like weight that this game has.
Oh yeah, like
Right.
any lower, it's kind of like you're just bullshitting at that point. You're just
Yeah.
like rage baiting.
Like actually though, because this was such a monumental thing just for Microsoft, let alone like the fans or anything. This made so much money.
Like you would just buy the Xbox for
Yeah,
that.
you bought the Xbox to play Halo 3. That was what you got the Xbox 360 for. It was, I want to play Halo 3. We're getting the 360. Right.
The amount of just like 10-year-old boys buying that fucking console bundle.
Actually.
That's what you got when you stop wanting to play in your stupid ass Wii.
Yeah, you got Halo 3. Like, this was the introduction of Forge. The matchmaking in this was so, like, reasonable how it worked. Like, the way that Halo 3's matchmaking works is, like, should be used worldwide. Because instead of having skill-based matchmaking where you just get shit matches all the time and then you get something that's, like, really, really easy and then something you can't win, Halo 3 took your rank and then kind of mixed it up. Like every couple of games you would get like a what is it called? You would get like a tough game, but it was a lot more leveled throughout it. And like if you won a match, you got 1 XP. If you lost a match, you got no XP. Or no, if you lost a match, you got -1. If you tied, it was like you stayed the same. And that's how you went up. You played 1 match, and then your XP went up by 1, and you needed, like, let's say 25 XP to level up. And that's how you ranked up and you continued. It was so simple and so effective because it was just such a round, easy number to follow, and then you could match people kind of however you wanted based on that. It was great. It was perfect, down to the last minute detail. Being able to get, like, this is the real customization of armor beginning. You had, like, playable elites again. Of course, we had that in Halo 2, but this time it was, like, you actually had armor for them to customize and shit. Skulls could be activated when you were not in the game. Forge, being able to make your own games and shit. File sharing being a thing for the first time. We haven't even talked about the campaign kind of like tying a nice bow on everything. The whole fucking send me out with a bang. Like, it's such a satisfying conclusion to the trilogy. Like, Arbiter completing his arc of, killing Truth, Chief stopping the rings, you finding out that humans are Forerunner, saving Cortana, like, getting rid of the grave mine. That whole ending of just ending up in space, alone again, mimicking the first game. Like, it's such a full circle game that if there was nothing past Halo 3, we would still talk about it how we do today. Right? Like,
Yeah.
The trilogy alone survives on its own. There is nothing, like, there is no external game or remake or other bullshit that will ever be able to tear down the trilogy, but like, majorly Halo 3. Like, there is nothing that will be able to, like, stain that game. It is crazy how just, like, well-rounded and thought out it is. Like, having the assault rifle be, like, this perfect social weapon where it's, like, it's decent at killing people. You just have to use, like, grenades and melee with it. But you're always going to want to trade it out for something like a battle rifle. It makes, like, even starts actually feel like your starting weapon is useful. Whereas, like, if you didn't use the pistol in Halo CE, and if you didn't start with the battle rifle in Halo 2, you were fucked. Like, and you came up against those weapons, there was nothing you could do. Whereas, like, Halo 3 was finally like, oh, other weapons are viable now. The dual wielding's a bit more balanced. We have equipment where you can like throw down a bubble shield or something. Like there was so much in that game, so much. And you had theater mode. This was the start of theater mode too, where you could like go back and watch your games and shit. And I rest my case. A case that has been rested and unrested for years by a bunch of other people that have explained it better than me, but here I am nonetheless. Halo Wars. I'll put Halo Wars in the great category. This game's super fun. It's really cool. It introduces a lot of cool ass characters. The only issue with this one really is that it kind of starts to muck up the lore a bit. Just with, if you're like a turbo grass phobic nerd, you're gonna kind of get mad about this game breaking the rules a little bit. With like how certain thing, like the timelines of it, and like it takes a little bit of mental gymnastics to kind of be like, oh, okay, this game actually fits in this setting, because it's not made by Bungie, right? It was given to another group of people who made this game, and then I'm pretty sure were shut down right after. Like, it's still a great game, and it still has like a lot of Halo soul and art style and things, but it's not really, it doesn't really adhere to the lore too much. It's a little bit like, Halo Wars to me is the closest thing we'll ever get to like an actual Halo movie, if that makes sense, where like things would be changed, but because it's a movie, right? Like that's how it feels. It's not bad. It's just like, oh, that's not exactly how it might work in the books or in the other games. But yeah, still great game. Yeah, that's my Halo tier list. This is the correct one. This is the correct Halo tier list. None of the games are actually bad. People that are like, oh, like fucking, they're going down the dumpster, this is like Halo's dead or whatever. It's not. It's really not.
You're just in your 30s.
Yeah, exactly. You're in your 30s and you hate everything. Like, I grew up with these games just like you guys, just at a different day and age. They're still all good. There's nothing that's like, you could be playing fucking Battlefield 2042 or like if like a campaign that's like around the time of like Halo 5 where it was like still considered like bad or whatever. Like Battlefield 4's campaign, which came out around the same time, dog shit. Like, it's got some cool moments, but the actual gameplay, like the enemies, your friendlies in Battlefield 4 can't kill enemy NPCs. If you stop shooting and just sit back in Battlefield 4, your like squad mates can't kill enemies. So like what is out now and what was out then, all this is still leagues ahead. It's just because people who are like uber sweats of the lore or of hating
the
things
games,
or just the games in general, yeah, they look at it with such a fine microscope that they treat it all like shit, and are, a lot of them are sensationalists as well, because they're like, oh, we're gonna call this game like the worst ever, or something like that, just to like kind of draw in a headline. Or it's like, I get what you're doing, people gotta eat, but it's not that crazy. It's really not. All these games are good, except for like Spartan Strike and Assault. They're just all right. They're like, meh, whatever. Forget about them half the time, but they're there. You can play them, and they're cheap as shit. They're dirt cheap. It's not like they're asking.
It's a point to notice.
For
it's not as if like, definitely from like 5 to Infinite, I would still say like Halo was still in like the cultural sphere.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like, it was definitely still in the back of people's heads. Like, it got a Fortnite collaboration kind of early in.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean,
like
even
earlier,
look now, right? We just got the Helldivers ODST collaboration. Like, and people are fucking roaring out of their seats for that, right?
and I think even like Fortnite got another skin where it's more just like
Oh
it's just
yeah,
like it's just like
yeah,
a
the Spartan, the like Halo Infinite Spartan, yeah.
yeah. Like, people still give a shit.
Yeah, people
Or
like
at the very least, they recognize and still like, yep, that's cool.
exactly. Like I said with Halo 3, you're never going to be able to like stamp out what those games did, right? Like that's going to the people that were there to like experience that, and the people who like have kind of lived through that through other people and shit, and have been like have played through the MCC and stuff. Like you can't remove that by adding another game that is not as strong, right?
You can't say it's not cool.
Yeah, exactly. You can't retroactively be like, this new game is bad, so these other games are worse.
Like, it's just solidified in just the entire cultural touchstone. It's not like it's not the flame that it once was is now,
Yeah.
but like you can still feel it in other things.
Yeah.